Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more FTL. So we have made it to another sector. We've had a very interesting start, a much better previous sector, and we're going to see what is next up. So where are we? We're in a nebula sector, so we'll see. The gases that make up the nebulas in this sector threaten to impair your systems, but you have to press on. Okay, so we're doing fairly all right. I think what we should do is just go ahead and jump. Oh, wow. Okay. So, very curious as to what's ahead. See the exit that's on the far side, I think. We'll probably scoot over here, maybe see what's available at those next two, and then we'll press on from there. So let's dive across and see what we can see. Alright, you spot a rebel ship in the nebula trying to stay off their radar. Try to engage? Ooh. You know what? Yes, let's try and track them as you move to engage. I think that's a good idea. We have a long-range scanner for a reason. We should be able to make it through their shields, so let's go ahead and try that out. As soon as they see you, they make a run for it. You squeeze what you can out of the malfunctioning sensors and are able to keep track of them long enough to get in firing range. Excellent. Well, I've got some missiles and some lasers. Let's go ahead and prepare to cloak. That should be fairly good. It looks like we're in... Okay, our sensors will not work, but that's okay. No other real things going on, so that'll be quite alright. Alright, let's go ahead and fire off our dual lasers. Doesn't really matter where we target right about now. And as long as both hit, we'll be okay. But unfortunately, I guess we're not that lucky. So let's go ahead and... Okay, 2 hits. Fantastic. Let's get this mini beam before any damage occurs. Let's focus on their... Ooh. Can we focus on their oxygen shields and weapons? No. Okay, well then in that case, let's start with their shields, engines, and weapons. Alright, so we've done a little bit of damage. Ooh, looks like they've got a little bit of extra leeway with their shields. That's going to be rather annoying. Alright, shields are doing okay. Let's go ahead and fire off those lasers once more. Alright, 2 solid hits. Let's follow that up once again. Engines, weapons, and shields. Okay, and they're down to a single shield. Let's go ahead and cloak. Make sure that they don't get any extra firing solutions. Let our weapons charge up, and I think we should be alright. Alright, let's go ahead and try that once again. Alright, they're not really doing a good job of dodging, so I will happily take it. Oh, and you clearly have bested us. We merely request our lives. Well, unfortunately they are a rebel fighter, so I'm not sure we can necessarily trust them. Yeah, we're going to go for more scrap. We will not accept surrender. I'm sorry, but that is simply the case. We have completely destroyed their engines. They cannot dodge us, which is fantastic. Yeah, this should be a fairly quick fight now. In fact, I think that should be the end of it. Alright, let's go ahead and finish them off. There we are. Alright, excellent. Solid victory. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 32. Fantastic. That is really nice. Let's see, what's next? Well, apparently there is an asteroid. Let's see. Then we also have another ship down there. I think what we do is maybe we pop over here and then we'll work our way back down. It could take them a while to make their way through, so let's just see what we can do. Alright, what do we see here? A rock armored transport nearby looks to have lost its bearings, but when you hail they grow suspicious. Whatever life form you are, we find you repugnant. We seek no aid. Leave now. Okay, well, you know what? We probably could deal with this. Now, I know that they have some fancy stuff being a rock ship, but I guess... Oh, hang on a second. Ooh, we don't have a whole stack of power here. You know what? I think this should be fairly easy for us to still take this fight. Let's go ahead and arm the weapons. Let's pause. We'll put a little bit of power into our cloaking, and then... I think we'll also go ahead and quickly depower our engines and set that to our mini beam. Yeah, we'll go ahead and see if we can make some solid work here. We may be able to get a really good line with our mini beam. Yeah, I think we can cut this down fairly quickly. All right. So there we go. Let's fire off our dual lasers. Let's target their... do we target their shielding or their weapons? I think we go for their weapons. Again, we need to play defensively in this run. Let's also go ahead and start in the shield bay. And then... well, we can go for 3. I guess that's going to be... oh, wait a second. No. If we start in the medical bay... we might just... oh, we're not going to be able to make that work. Okay, let's start with their shields. And we'll try and take out what we can. 3 damage isn't too bad. We've debuffed their ability to dodge, which makes it fairly comparable to us. Yeah, this should be fun. Let's go dual lasers. Let's fire at their... actually, hang on a second. Let's wait 2 seconds. Make sure that that mini beam is also ready. Fire. And then let's go for that shielding once again. Alright. They seem to have a hard time keeping their weapons up and running, so let's just fire our dual lasers back over there. They can't dodge. Their bridge is out of commission. So I think that should be good enough, and there we go. We'll slice it to pieces in a second. Their system suffering. The rock ship attempts to make contact. Alien vessel, cease your attack. We will pay. You know what? We need the scrap. We're not going to accept surrender once again. And there we go. That is the end. 25 scrap and still gaining 3 fuel. Okay, that's not bad. Let's quickly go ahead and turn our oxygen back on. We definitely don't want to start asphyxiating. We also need power to the engines, so let's go ahead and pop some power over there. And I don't think we... oh no, we can upgrade our ship. Is that something that's going to help us? Maybe, maybe not. I think for now we'll just go ahead and jump. We'll make our way down to this next combat zone. I think that should be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what's over there. Made it through fairly well unscathed. Okay, so a black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. Huh. Purchase an unknown weapon for 45 scrap. Attack the ship or ignore it. 45 scrap is a pretty cheap weapon, and we could do with an extra one. Depending what they give us, it could be well and truly worth it. You know what? Let's go ahead and roll the dice. Yeah, let's go ahead. We may not find a store in this run, so sure. In this sector. Yeah, let's go ahead and try that out. Oh, and it's a Hermes missile. Fantastic. We wanted a missile at some point in this run, so that is quite effective. Now we can happily put some power back towards our weapons, engines, and whatever have you. Yep, definitely worth the money in my humble opinion. Oh, and of course there's a store. Well, well, we wouldn't have known that one way or the other. I think what we're going to do though is they're only just starting to move through. I think what we'll do here is if we skip down to this, down to there, and then back around, I think we may be able to loop that store in if things take a while. Yeah. Actually, you know what? We'll start with this one first. It's already a little bit closer. We'll see what we can do. Alright, so what have we got? It appears an automated rebel scout was positioned within the nebula to warn of your passing. Alright then. Well, it's charging up its FTL. That is nothing for us to worry about. Let's go ahead and we will cloak as well. Who can play that game? But it looks like we can play the game better than they can, which is fantastic. Alright, come on. A couple more seconds and our weapons should be on target. Alright, let's fire our dual lasers. It doesn't matter where we aim right now. As long as both of them hit, we're fine, but it turns out maybe not. Okay. Taking a little bit of damage here, you know. Let's put another little bit towards evasion. There we go. We'll micromanage that here and there. Let's see if both of these will hit. Oh, darn. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, we can also dodge. This is going to be an interesting game. Their jump is imminent. This is really not good. They're about to escape, and we're not going to be able to get rid of them. Okay, well, the fleet pursuit has doubled for one jump. Well, all things considered, we didn't take too much damage, so it could have been a whole stack worse. It's definitely not ideal, but I suppose it is what it is. Make sure that we get this door system up and running. Again, if this is disabled, we can't activate our doors one way or the other. We can't ventilate out any fire and what have you. So let's just make sure we're on the safe side. Alright, let's jump again. Yeah, let's go down here. And we'll see what we can find. Alright, well, it looks like there is another one who crossed paths with an advanced scout searching for our ship. Okay, so I guess they did make good with their escape. Let's see that we can take them on. I think... Oh, they have a teleporter. Okay, so again, we're going to try and play this defensively if possible. We can go straight with our dual lasers towards their weapon systems. The beam weapon, we will go ahead and tag their cloaking. Let's just aim for the very bottom corner there. Yeah, there we are. Hopefully we can destroy that. Yep, cuts down their engines as well as their bridge. Yep, this isn't going to take us very much at all. There we go, and that should be all that remains. A very swift victory. Alright, 27 scrap. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and jump once again. I think we'll maybe scoot over here. Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll necessarily be able to check everything, but we'll see. You cycle through the wideband comm channels as soon as you arrive. Nothing but static. Okay. Nothing terrible, nothing good. Let's go. We'll scoot down here. Maybe we'll go back up there, and then we'll see if we can do a full U-turn all the way around back. Yeah, they're not making a huge amount of advancement, so we'll see if it's possible. If not, we'll try and fit in as many fights as possible. Alright, so let's see. Navigating the blind fog, you practically bump holes with Amanda's ship. They hail you. Ha, this transgression will be overlooked. Nebula very dangerous. Next time, all humans die. Okay, well that's a little uncalled for. Let's see, they do have a Mantis ship, they do have a teleporter, so they'll probably try and board. Question is, do we think we can take them out? I think we stand a reasonable chance. Yeah, let's go ahead. There won't be a next time, yeah. Worst comes to worst, we can always jump away, right? Sure. Let's try that out. Alright, let's go ahead and cloak. No teleporting for you, thank you very much. We'll get our weapons all fully charged. Again, we've got to make sure that they don't fire those. That would not be ideal, so let's go ahead and target... I don't know, the center of the ship seems reasonable, and one of them missed. Oh, and it looks like they're attacking. You know what, we're going to need two people, so... Where are the intruders? Oh, they're in the doors over here. We can tell by that little icon. Alright, that'll have to suffice. Let's go ahead and we'll fire off those lasers as soon as they are charged. Yeah, this should be a fairly simple thing. Oh. And we keep missing our shots. They seem to have a pretty solid amount of evasion. That is not ideal. That is not ideal at all. You know, let's quickly send our power to our engines since our oxygen is disabled. Yeah, we'll keep our dual lasers firing. I think we should be fairly proficient in doing what we need to do there. Let's get everybody back to base. Yeah, I think that'll have to be good enough. Oh, we almost lost Felicity. That's really bad. In fact, you know what? Quickly, you go to the medbay. We need to get that up and running. We can run with one shield for now, I suppose. But yeah, we keep on missing this second shot, which is... Oh no, we got it. We got it. Fantastic, fantastic. Let's go, go, go. We're going to start here in the shield room. We'll work through that. Actually, you know what? No, those missiles are going to be far more dangerous. We need to go for... that's 4 damage. That's not bad. That'll interfere with a bunch of their systems. Maybe even their ability to dodge. So we'll take that. I think that's going to be in our best interests. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and wait for the missile to fire, and then we'll hit the cloak. There we go. Perfect timing. We'll do that. You, my weapons friend, let's go here and repair the oxygen. Same with our pilot. Again, don't really need to dodge when there's nothing able to hit. Okay, let's see. Oh, their shields are coming back up online. That's annoying. Alright, looks like Felicity is back to solid health. Let's go and send her to the shields for now. Everybody else can return to stations. That should be alright. Let's go ahead and keep that power by so we can get those shields up and running. Let's fire those dual lasers once again. All that they've got left is that missile, so if we can... There we go. If we can take that out, we should be in a good position. Let's go from the oxygen... Go through the oxygen, the med bay, and... There we go. That's going to cripple them quite solidly. Unfortunately, they're able to repair their weapon system, so this could be bad. Oh, and they're just taken out our oxygen again? Good grief. Okay, we know there's fire in there. That's not too wonderful. No, we're going to quickly send you in to get that under repair, and as soon as that shield is finished, Felicity, you can go ahead and join him. This is going to be quite a tough one. Almost finished. Fire those dual lasers. We need to take out their weapons if possible. Let's follow through with some more... Actually, you know what? No, that'll be more than we need. Oh, and this is going to be a last second. Okay, you know what? Damage was taken, but it didn't hit any of our people. We're okay. 23 scrap, 3 fuel. That is good. Yeah, let's make sure that everybody is safe. Keep a careful eye on their health as they fight that fire. Alright, oxygen is down to 60%. Let's open the internal doors just to make sure that oxygen passes around properly. There we go. Get that done. We don't have any breaches. Let's send everybody... Actually, yeah, let's send both of them to the medbay. Make sure that that gets sorted out. There we are. Okay, that should be good enough for now. Oh, warning, low oxygen. No. We have... I think we have a breach somewhere. Okay, we'll shut the doors for a second. That should be pretty good as an airlock. I'm guessing it's around here where we were hit with that missile. So we'll try and explore. There we are. Yep. They're going to take a little bit of damage, but both of them together can seal that breach fairly effectively. Yeah. We definitely knew that there was a trouble there the moment that we opened the... Yeah, we turned on the oxygen and the oxygen was still disappearing, so... Alright. Luckily for us, we caught that fairly quickly. Let's send everyone back home. Get that evasion up and running. Let's also see... We do have... a little bit of... what do we want? Sorry, I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. We could go ahead and head to the asteroid belt, which I think we will do. 1, 2, 3. That'll take it to about here. 4, 5... I don't know. We may or may not be able to get to the store. We'll see how things go. But I think with 63 scrap, do we want to go ahead and pick up an upgrade? I think the answer is probably a yes. Let's go ahead and pick up an extra power bar. That will be fairly important. Yeah, more power is always a pretty decent issue. And you know what? We'll just put that into our engines there. Yeah, for now, I think that will be good enough. Alright, let's jump into the asteroid belt and see what's to be dealt with. Alright, you arrive in the middle of a plasma storm. Despite the harsh conditions, a rebel scout seems to be waiting for you. Okay, well, let's continue. Let's see, we've got all of our weapons up. We have a little bit of evasion. Let's go... No, 75 oxygen's probably safe. Half capacity of our... and then our sensors won't function. Okay. Let's send this to our cloaking. We'll go ahead and power that up right about now. And I think... Yeah, as long as one of these lasers hits, we have a very good chance of being able to do some solid damage. So we'll still wait for the full salvo. But I'm fairly confident going in. Alright, let's target. Let's target everything we can. Let's go a little bit further down on the shields. No? And you know what? I guess that will have to do. Alright, disable some of their weapons. Disable some of their dodging ability. That seems fairly good to me. Yep, that one shot that they're firing, not a concern at all. Let's go ahead and fire those dual lasers once again. Oh, looks like they've transferred some of their power. Alright, quickly, let's hit everything that we possibly can. Oh, and their shields are recouped just in enough time. Alright, well, you know what? This is going to be a little bit difficult. I guess we're going to have to wait for a proper salvo here. We'll go with the dual lasers. Hopefully both of them hit so we can burn through those shields. Oh, and the answer seems to be a resounding yes. Let's cut through their shields, engines, and missiles. Alright, they offer you some goods if you don't destroy their ship. I'm sorry, but we will not accept surrender. We're heading to the store and we need cash. Let's go ahead and cloak. That should be fairly good. Again, just makes sure that they can't take any shots. Not that we really need it. Oh, oxygen is low. You know what? Yeah, we'll send some power over there right about now. We'll wait a little bit longer. Let's send our dual lasers once again. Both have landed. Excellent. And again, we just need to cut through the back half of their ship. And they are toast. Fantastic. The ship explodes, leaving behind 28 scrap and 3 fuel. Fantastic. Alright. Yeah, getting a little dicey there. We definitely need some more power to the generators, so, to the engines. So we'll go ahead and pop that open. If we check out our jump, there is... Prepared... Experiencing an ion storm. Okay. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and jump up there. I think we'll have enough time, but I want to give it just a second there. Get some of this oxygen above. I want to be at least at 80% before we jump. Just because if we don't have enough and we start experiencing fire, hull breaches, or we're within another nebula, inside another plasma storm or something again, I feel like, yeah, we may need to play around with that energy there. So let's go ahead and jump now. Go ahead and see what we can do. Making pretty good progress. What have we got? You detect a Mantis expedition vessel returning home with its haul. So determined are they, in fact, that they don't wait to see if you are hostile before firing. Well, that is rather rude. Alright, well, let's turn up our shields. Let's go ahead and put some power into cloaking and into our engines. And it looks like they only have a single shield, which is fantastic for us. So let's go ahead and cloak as we gain a target lock upon them. Get a little bit more oxygen as well, both of which is going to be particularly good. And then, with the full salvo ready, let's go ahead and fire upon them. Let's go for their weapon system first. Again, if they only have one shield, I'd rather take out their weapons. Let's also target their piloting. And I guess that empty room? Yeah, I guess that'll be good enough. Alright, some solid damage. Takes them down a little bit. Oh, and we have someone in the medbay. Well, let's go ahead and fight them there. That'll be fine. In fact, what we can do... We're going to put power into the medbay while we fight him and minimize the amount of damage we take. That seems to be a fairly solid plan. Ooh, and they've taken out a shield. Okay, not ideal, but it is what it is. Dual lasers, let's fire once again. We're going to go for... I think we're going to go for their shields, just so that they're a little bit more concerned with other things going on as well. Let's cut through... Oh, we can cut through 4? Fantastic. Well, you know what? That looks like a fairly decisive victory. Okay, 27 scrap. And we still have an intruder on board because he cannot teleport back home. No surprises there. Okay. Let's send Johnson. He should probably go ahead and fix this shielding for us. Let's also make sure that oxygen is still up and running. Yep, that is always an issue. And 93 scrap. That's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. Alright, let's go ahead and... Okay, shields are powered back up again. Excellent. Everybody return to stations. And what have we got? Ooh, 2 stores to choose from. Okay, so if we jump across there, we'll have 1, 2, 3 jumps to make. If we go over here, 1, 2, 3, we can make it back before they can catch up to us. So it doesn't really matter which way we go, but we can only pick one or the other. You know what? Let's go for the furthest one. Maybe being a little bit further out there, people may not go through as much, and there could be some fancy things that are not picked up by others. Okay, discover a cluster of Federation ships taking shelter in the folds of the nebula. I'm sorry, we've got nothing to give you, but we need scrap to keep the engines running. You sense they'll strike a trade. Ooh, a pike beam. Ooh, I do love the pike beam. Okay, we also have a hull laser as well. Okay, so for the uninitiated, a pike beam is probably the longest beam weapon in the game. So that's a very solid choice. Yeah, it's got a decent sized charge, 1 damage per room, but again, it's not terrible. We also have a reverse ion field. Okay, so it protects your ship from ion damage, giving a 50% chance to negate. A reloader. And a hull smash laser. 2 power, 2 shots, 1 damage each. Double damage on systemless rooms. Ooh, pardon my hiccup there, sorry. Let's see, what else have we got? Well, if we were to pick up a beam, we'd probably sell off the mini beam. That's not really as crucial. And then we could pick up the pike beam instead. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, okay, so you know what? That's what we're going to do. We'll sell that one there. We'll purchase the pike beam. That is a solid pick. And then what else could we do? Let's just quickly close that for 2 seconds. We definitely need at least 1 more as far as our weaponry is concerned. So let's purchase that there. That way we have 3. So we can either use a Hermes or a dual laser and the pike beam, assuming we have the power. Yeah, okay, that's a much better combination now. And then 23 scrap. Do we go for a couple of repairs? But we can't afford to fix all. That's certainly not going to happen. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and fix up our ship. That seems reasonable. Okay, there we go. Let's close that and let's jump once again. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's head down here and see what's next. All right, can't see anything through the thick gases surrounding your ship. Without knowing what's out there, all you can do is wait for FTL to charge. Okay, well, fairly unsurprising there. Let's go ahead and... do we visit here? An unvisited location. Rebel fleet was prepared for the nebula in this sector, so it won't be as effective. Sure. You know what? The ion storm, it just is what it is. We'll see what's there. We can always jump away if worst comes to worst. Alright, you jump into the middle of a plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows, briefly illuminated by the lightning. Manually search the wreckage for survivors and equipment, or jump away unscathed. Well, you know what, we've got good health. Let's see if we can find a new crew member. Someone who is willing to join. Oh, well, despite your caution, the lack of detection equipment allows debris to crash into your ship, damaging the hull. You salvage what you can, and prepare to jump before anything worse happens. Okay, 4 damage to our hull, but we did gain 4 missiles, 4 fuel, and 13 scrap. Realistically, that's not a terrible trade, all things being what they are. Oh, we did take a breach, though. That's not exactly the plan, but I don't think... let's open up all the doors. There we go. Okay, Johnson, let's go ahead and send you to the medbay. We'll quickly heal you back up. It's all things not too bad. Yep, not too bad whatsoever. Alright, well, everyone's back to where they need to be. Let's close the doors and let's jump onwards to the next sector. Oh, alright, well. So, this long beacon is almost hidden within the nebula. We can jump at our own discretion. Alright, well then. I think we did a pretty good job of searching that sector there. So let's go ahead and jump. We'll see. Where do we want to go? Mantis homeworlds or the Zoltan homeworlds? Well, I'm liking the idea of fighting the Mantis. Some more scrap is always a good idea. And if they're going to focus on teleporting and fighting us hand to hand, I don't think it's a bad thing. That probably means their ships are less protected. So either way, let's go ahead and try that out. Or at least that's going to be the prevailing theory for this one. Alright, so you've entered a poorly charted area of space that is known to be home to the Mantis. Ensure your hull plating is up to scratch and that you have enough fuel in the tank to make it through. Well then, we will come back with this in the next one. We've had a pretty good run so far, and I'm hoping that things continue to stay along this trajectory. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.